I'm really sweaty. Hey guys, and welcome back to my shelf. I'm really sorry there was no video on last Saturday. I just got really busy and that week was just not a good week for me. I feel like I didn't stop, I didn't have time to film a booktube video. So today I'm going to bring to you the long-awaited The Greatest Showman book tag. I was tagged to do this by Waverly over at Waverly Reads, and she kindly tagged me and a few others to do this. She is not the creator of this tag, even though she in the video said so. There are so many versions of this tag, but this is one of the ones that I was personally tagged in. I'm not going to tag anyone because I don't know any booktubers that will watch this or will do this, so if you're watching this, consider yourself tagged. Number 1, The Greatest Show. Prologue. A book that started off amazing, but the ending flopped. For this one I decided to pick Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kerry Manasalco. Hype surrounding this book is very feminism, and I was told personally that I would really enjoy it because they're feminist, you know, attributes, but then something really unfeminist happens at the end, and that's a kind of a spoiler, but the ending, well, flopped for me. Number 2, A Million Dreams. A book that's set in a beautiful, amazing and creative, well thought out world. For this one I decided to go with A Brighter Fate by Kerry Drury. Although the world in this isn't amazing or beautiful or creative because it's based on real life, I thought this was a really well thought out book and could have really wrecked Kerry Drury's career if she hadn't done it well. She did do it well, and it was really good. I cried like a bitch at this. Number 3, A Million Dreams Reprise. A small but adorable book. So for this question, I decided to go with A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness because this is only 200 and something pages, and I'm sure a lot of people will answer with this one because it is an adorable book, and if you haven't read it yet, go read it. Number 4, Come Alive. A book that you heard bad things about but ended up loving. For this one I decided to go with Undercover Princess by Connie Glynn, the first book in the Rosewood Chronicles, because a lot of people on Goodreads didn't like this book. This book has really bad reviews on Goodreads, and to be honest, I don't see why. I know that it's not the most amazing book, but it is for middle grade children. I think if I was that kind of audience member, I would have really enjoyed this book, and I did really enjoy this book, but I knew it wasn't for my target audience, so I wasn't prepared for it to amaze me. I think people set their expectations a little bit too high. 5, The Other Side. A fandom that dragged you and made you join in no matter how much you struggled. I can't remember what the exact question is, but we'll go for it. This one I decided to go with Cinder by Marissa Meyer because this fandom never stops. On BookTube, so many people love this series and I'm one of them, and they just sucked me in, even though I didn't really want to read this book when I did, but I had to because so much hype was around it, and maybe that's really dangerous, but this was a really good book. 6 is Never Enough, a series that is finished but you want more. This one I decided to go with The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I think a lot of people will answer with this one as well because there is literally no more there's no more in this trilogy except from the movies, which are kind of, they're good, but like, we want more of the book. J.K. Rowling can shut the fuck up for a second and give her a chance. 7, This Is Me, a book that everyone hates but you proudly love. Isn't this the same question as Come Alive? I'm pretty sure I hold up this book in every single tag I've ever done. Looking for Alaska by John Green. I love this book. Clearly, tattoo of it. I love this book, and a lot of people don't. People prefer Paper Towns sometimes, and that deeply angers me because yikes. Number 8 is Rewrite the Stars, an OTP that should just kiss already. A Caught on Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I mean, they do kiss on multiple occasions, but I was waiting for it earlier than this. Just please have babies, just please. Tightrope, a book that you had no idea about but enjoyed despite the risk. For this one I decided to go with Catch Up Clouds by Annabelle Pitcher. This, I had no idea what it was about. Picked it up one day not really knowing what it was about. I read the back when I got home and I was like, okay, I'm not going to really enjoy this. I opened it, it's one of my favourite books, so it's really good. Number 11 is From Now On, a book that you loved just for the hype. Let's be honest, it really wasn't that great. This is going to upset a lot of people, and I'm sorry, but this is my personal opinion. For this one, I decided to go with The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. Okay, stop throwing your tomatoes at me, it's just an opinion. For me, this book, and many others, don't get me wrong, that I have loved, suffered a lot from overhype. I put this on hold, I kind of technically DNF'd it, but I didn't like this book, and it is the Bible here on BookTube, and I might as well just deactivate my channel right now because I'm gonna get so much hate. If you like this book, that's no shade on me, that's no shade on you, that's you like this book, that's fantastic. I actually kind of envy you because I wish I could like this book, and I wish I would liked it, but it's just not my thing. If a book doesn't get to the point within 100 pages, it's not the book for me. I'm really sorry. I feel bad. The last one is The Greatest Show, the book with the greatest ending. For this one I decided to go with The Nowhere Girls by Amy Reed because this book is my all-time just favourite. Ooh, it's about feminism, it's about sexual assault and harassment and coming together as people, not just as women. It's about LGBTQ plus people a little bit. I love this book, its messages and its ending. It was just an all-round great book. Thanks so much for watching. I'm really sorry there wasn't a video last Saturday. This might become a reoccurrence, but I promise I will still be reading and I still will be doing wrap-ups at the end of the month. I just can't promise any of the content in between. I do promise I will still be reading. You can catch me in my weekly vlogs on my main channel, and you can see that I'm reading and keep up with what I'm reading. To keep up also what I'm reading, you can go and follow my Goodreads or you can follow my Twitter. I give updates on there quite a lot. Speaking of my main channel, my piece Surveillance premiered on Thursday the 22nd of February, so if you want to go and watch that, I will leave a link in the description box below or in the iBar. I am so proud of it and it would mean a lot to me if you went over and watched and give it a thumbs up or gave me some criticism, yada yada yada. I will see you possibly next week for another video. I'll say 1, 4, 3. Bye!
I wanna watch them fly and fly and see them soar up into the unknown. But I feel just like a nerd watching birds, watching me here.